Okay, so we'll get started with our webinar today. So again, hello everybody. Welcome to our webinar today. My name is Harpreet and I'm leading the marketing team here at Novade, and I'll be your host for today's session. So joining me today, we have Mayan and Celine from our customer success team, and they'll be doing a live demo of the Novade app. And we also have Brian, our digital consultant, here to support and answer any questions that you may have. Okay, so what are we covering today? This session is really about helping you feel confident using Novate as an admin. We'll start the session by walking through how to navigate the platform, both on web and mobile, so you can always know where to find what you need. Then we'll look at how you can quickly build form templates using AI and our template library. And guys, I have to tell you, that can be a real time saver. After that, we'll get into setting up some workflows and automation, how you can manage your teams, and we'll also show you how drawings can be used on site processes. And then lastly, we'll touch on some custom dashboards for reporting as well. After that, we'll do a wrap up and we'll show you exactly where to go when you need help, and then followed by a Q&A session at the end. So if you have any questions as we go, drop them in the box at the bottom right of your screen, and our team will get to them at the end. All right, let's get started. So over to you, Celine.
Thanks, Harpreet, for outlining the webinar. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Celine and that's Mayan. We're going to walk you through an overview of Novade in the eyes of a workspace admin to show you how it looks like on the mobile and on the web. We will also focus on some high-level distinguishing features of Novade. Let us get on with it and let me share my screen. Once you log in, this is the main landing page of the workspace that will greet you. Basically, you'll be able to see all the projects in the middle, but the people on site, you're only going to see the projects that you're assigned to. For project view, by default, it is this, the list view, but there is also grid view, which will show the different phases. And there's also the map view with the pin locations, and it also provides directions if needed. Let's head back to the list view. On the left navigation bar, you can see all the features: people, companies, mainly forms, tasks, photos, drawings, and documents. And to the right, you will see My Actions and Feed. My Actions is specific and unique to each individual, pending whatever actions is required from them. And then for Feed, it's basically like a social media feed where you can see who is doing what, which is great for management to have an overview, and it is interactive. If you click into it, it brings you to the item. Let's head back. What is great about the main landing page is that it allows you to work across all projects. So if you're in My Actions or Feed or the features on the left navigation bar, you're able to look across all projects. Let's click onto Forms. Now you'll be able to see a list of different types of forms across different projects. For example, you may want to look for a particular form across projects. Here, you can use our filter engine on the top right, which is very powerful and efficient with many filter options. But for today, let's just filter the template to excavation permit. And now you can see all the excavation permits across different projects. All right, let's head to the main landing page. And now click into a project, Building A. This is the project landing page that will greet you, where you can see the timeline of the project. The actions required and feed on the right are now project specific, and you can see all the project data contained within forms, tasks, photos, drawings, and documents. Let's bring on the mobile for comparison. All right, we'll also open to Building A on the mobile. So now you can see the similarities between the web and the mobile. We have particularly designed everything to be similar to make it user-friendly for your users, whether they're using it on mobile or on web, with all the project data contained within the project. Mayan, over to you.
Thank you, Celine. Now let's look at how organizations digitize operational processes on the platform. And in Novade, one of the most powerful components is the form engines, which allows teams to digitize virtually any workflow. So let's head over to the admin console and then click form templates. And in Novade, there's 3 different methods on how you can create a form template. So let's start with the fastest way, which is using AI. So what I'll do now is I'll click plus new and then select generate from file. So this is good when you have existing PDF or maybe even a Word file of your existing form or document. So what I'll do now is I'll drag and drop my PDF And let's just wait for a couple of minutes for the file to be digitized. So while waiting, let's go to the second method, which is to browse library. So if I just click the browse library, here you can see hundreds of pre-made templates. You can search for a specific one, browse between the different categories, or for now, let's select one from the most popular list, and let's select hot work permit. Okay, so once you click the form template, you can see its content and how it's going to look like on the mobile, because we believe that when you design a form template, it should be mobile first, as most of the users will use Novade in the field. And once you're okay with the template, just click Save to Novade and then select your workspace. And other than this, we also have template packages. So just click Dashboards. And for now, I'll select the permit to work. And you can see that there's a list of different form templates that are linked to a dashboard. And later, we will go through what a dashboard is. So let's just go back to the Forms engine. And the third way is if you have a template that you want to build from scratch, you can just click plus new and then select blank template. But we're not going to go through that right now. Let's pick up the form that we have just digitized using AI. So I'll just do a quick refresh. And then here you can already see that we have a notification. If I click the notification and then select this one, this is already the PDF. This is already the form template that has been generated from the PDF, and then you can verify its content. So now that you have seen the different ways to create a form template, let's go through on what the form template is composed of. So for demo purposes, I'll just open one example. I'll just look for the excavation PT. Okay, so a form template has 4 different components. It's the fields, workflow, automation, and versions. And the first component is called fields. So basically, what are fields? These are used to capture data in the field. And if you want to add a new field, you can hover in between the fields, or you can go to the end of the form template to click plus new field or add new field. And then you can select from the different field types that you have over here. Either it's a short text, date and time, a list, signature, formula, and etc. So I also want to share that while you are building the form, you can see a mobile preview of what your form template will look like on the mobile or in the field.
All right, this brings us to the next component, which is workflow. What sets Novade apart is that we not only digitize your form, we actually digitize your site operations and processes by way of the workflow. So in the workflow, you are able to go, for example, from draft to mark as submitted or mark as verified. It can be as simple or it can be as complicated as you need it to be, because the workflow is configurable and you can configure it to match your processes on site. Additionally, in workflow, you're also able to assign users or groups to each workflow state. This is to enable the user or group to receive notifications when it's their turn, as well as the rights to take action in that particular workflow state. Moving on, the next component we want to focus on is automation. In automation, you're able to automate the processes on your site within your forms to make it more efficient. Automation in Novade is completely no code, allowing teams to define rules without any technical expertise. How do we do that? Let's open one automation. You can see here that there's a trigger, a condition, and there's an action. For today, we'll show you how to automate a permit validity period. So you can see that the trigger is when a form reaches the workflow state submitted, and the action is set to start time to be valid from and end time to be valid until. Beyond this, automation can also automate answers to fields or different workflows based on triggers and conditions. Now, this brings us to our last and fourth component to share on the form template, which is what we call versions. As you can see in this template, we're currently in version 37. And if you click, you can see the past versions. As your processes evolve, you can create a new version of the template and update the forms while maintaining consistency and traceability over time. By combining fields, workflows, automations, and versionings, teams can fully digitize and standardize their operational processes. Once you're done with your form template, click Publish, and the site team starts gathering data from forms, which are then displayed in dashboards.
Okay, so now that we have seen how form templates are built, let's look at how data from forms flows into operational dashboards. Again, from the left navigation pane, I can go to Dashboards, where you can see the list of existing dashboards. You can create a new one, or again, you can browse the library for packages. So for demo purposes, let's look at the safety PTW. Okay, so at a glance, you can see the status of permits across your workspace. You have 94 pending approval, 106 overdue, and various other statuses configured over here. So dashboards are built using different types of widgets. You have the indicators, charts, tables, and summary. And each widget is actually very configurable. I can apply filters such as the project filter. Okay, I'll just apply a project filter. So, okay, let's just look for one. Okay, so it will help you move from high-level insights to detailed records. You can also change the way you view data, or even resize the widgets or move them around. Okay, if you want to add a new widget, you just have to click plus new. And then for now, I'll just select the pie chart. Okay, so for example, I want to create a widget that shows me the different the creator companies. So I'll select this one, I'll select group by, and then click creator company. And then right away, you will see that all the permits are now grouped by companies. I'll just click save. And with that, you now have a dashboard that you can use for monitoring, reporting, and decision making.
The other feature that we want to share with you is drawings. Though we may not be a drawing management tool, but within Novade, you can upload drawings for the team's convenience to refer on site and to ensure that the team has the latest drawings. Our drawing feature allows versioning. As you can see from a drawing, let's click into one. You can see this one, it is version 3. You can actually refer back to the older drawings as well. All right, let's click and go back to the current version. Now, how do you create new versions? Go to the plus new on the top left and select drawing version. Besides that, what else can you do under drawings? You can actually create forms or tasks and pin it to the drawings. For example, if you're creating a permit in this location of the drawing, or if you're conducting a quality inspection. For now, in this existing drawing, you can see all the different pins on the forms, right? You may want to, for example, filter out task. You can do that by blocking it off. Or if you need to filter further to a particular template, if you have a lot of pins, you can go to the top right for the filter engine. After you have filtered to what you need, you can export this drawing into a PDF report by heading to More and select PDF report. The file will then get downloaded and you can click to open it. From there, you can see all the drawing with all the pin items on the PDF, which are itemized. And if you click into one, it is interactive and it brings you to that particular form. Let's head back to the drawing. Within Novade, we also have a communication function in the features. For example, if you have uploaded a new version and you want to communicate it with your team, what you can do is go to the comment section. You can tag a particular group or an individual and communicate directly. Once you send this, they will receive a prompt notification, and they click on it, it will bring them directly to the drawing. So we're talking a lot about users. How do we manage these users and groups? Mayan is going to share with you.
Okay, so let's look at role-based access control and credentials in Novade. So let's just click people. Okay, so when you click people, it brings you to this page where you can see all users and contacts in the workspace. And in Novade, people are managed through groups. So if I just click groups, okay, so each group represents a role such as approver, assessor, admin. And if I select one, and if I open a group, you can see that each role has a defined set of permissions. And there's two ways to manage permissions. It's access rights or action rights. So what's the difference between the two? So access rights defines what data users can see within the workspace, while action rights defines what users can do within the workspace. So other than this, we have credentials. So let's just go over to credentials. Credentials are used to manage worker certifications, licenses, and training records. These credentials can be linked directly to workflow. For example, you're creating a permit to work. The system can automatically verify whether the assigned worker has the required and valid certification. And this only ensures that only qualified personnel are assigned to critical tasks, improving both compliance and safety on site.
As we're talking a lot about personnel, users, groups, and people, what we know is that users also need support, and we want to be able to provide instant support whenever we can. Before we move on, there's a poll now that you will see on your screen. We much appreciate if you can select an answer for us to gauge how to better communicate with you in the future. Now, let's get on with it. We would like to introduce you to our AI chatbot called Noah, which is available on the top right of the web. Here, you can ask Noah anything. For example, you might want to ask, how do I create a form template? And it will give you a step-by-step answer on how to do it. In addition, there is also an article provided below if you would like to click in and read further. Now, if you need further help, you can head to our help icon, the question mark, where there is a help desk with articles for self-learning, or you can also connect with our support team by selecting contact support and submitting a ticket, and they will get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay, and other resources that we have is we also have the Novade Academy, wherein you can enroll and view different courses. So this is really good, especially for admin users who wants to learn more about the app. We have foundation and advanced courses about forms, projects, drawings, people. And if I go to a specific course, you can see the course curriculum and its content. And what's good with this is we actually provide a certificate. So I'm just going to pull up an example of a certificate. So for example, this is the certificate that you'll get, which you can post or you can share in LinkedIn or whatever platform you want to share it. And then apart from that, let me just go back to Novade Academy. Okay, so if you are in a rush or you want to learn quickly, we also have a video library wherein we have like bite-sized videos about the app. So you can just search here or use the filter icon to search for the different videos. And if you select one video, it will already help you or guide you to whatever topic you choose.
All right, this brings us to the end of the session. If you have any questions, please type it on the chat. Do let us know what you want to see next time as well, because today it's all high level, sharing on admin-related matters. I will now pass you on to Brian, who will take on the Q&A sessions.
By the teachers did a great job. So just a quick introduction on Brian. So from the services team. So I'm here to answer some of the questions that you guys have. So don't be shy. Take this time. The floor is open. Ask as many questions as you want. Okay, so I think the first question we have is from Ryan. Possible to ask for a copy of the recording after this? Yes, this session is being recorded, so we can share the copy of the recording of this session after. Okay, thank you. Right, we have quite a number of questions. Okay, let me just go through them one by one.
How do we configure and restrict subcon access to projects and contractor? In Novade, permissions are managed using groups. And for this, you can use restrict access to assigned company and projects. This is accessible when you have the premium plan. This limits a user's visibility to only the projects they're assigned to and only the data belonging to their own company. This is ideal for subcontractors. So let me just show you how you can set this up. Just go to People, then select Groups. Then from here, just select one that you want to edit. For example, it's going to be the assessor. Then click Edit. Just scroll down and under Access Rights, you can see the Restrict Access to assigned company and projects. So just select this one. And aside from this, you can also browse the other action rights, which is around what actions they can do within the workspace. Does the platform support multi-step workflows within form templates to automate project stages like site photos, design, fabrication, and installation across different user groups? Yes, you can create group for each team or stage like site photos, design, fabrication, installation, and etc. Then you can assign the relevant users to each group. I'll show you how you can do that. From the home page, just select people, then select groups, wherein you can create a new group. This one, I will name this as site team. They are the ones in charge to capture photos. Then I'll assign some users. From here, you need to select what they can do, and they need to manage photos. So just select manage photos, then I'll click save. After this one, the next step is to manage the form template. So I'll just click admin console, then go to form templates, look for the one that you want to update. So for this one, let's just select this access permit, and then you just need to go to workflow. From here, you can see that everything is assigned to all. Just click all and then settings. Then select restrict assignment to. And now just search for the group that we just created. So let's say site team. And then close this one. After this, we also have automations wherein you can automate some actions. For example, I'll create a new one. So when a form has reached submitted, then you can select different actions such as hide fields, show fields, form dates, or even create a punch once this state has been reached. Then I'll just select from here. You have to select what type of template you are going to create. So let's just select this one, and then I'll select this, then just click save. Can we import credentials information from external training management systems? Yes, if the documents are in PDF, PNG, or JPEG format, you can use the AI autofill feature to extract key fields. In the people page, just click credentials and then click plus new. Then from here, you can select the AI feature, then browse your file. The AI will automatically capture all of the information from these files. Aside from this, if you require a direct system integration, you can just reach out to our team to discuss your specific requirements. Is the Novade course free for current subscribers? Yes, Novade Academy is free and available to all users across all Novade plans, whether you're in free, standard, or premium. And it does not require any separate registration. So what you just have to do is, once you're logged into Novade, just click help, and then under resources, you can find Novade Academy. It's gonna open up a new page wherein you can see all of the different courses. And if you click one, you can browse its content and you can enroll to the course. What if a user does not have an email? How do we capture this user's information in Novade? Users without email addresses cannot be invited as full users because an email is required for invitation. However, they can be added as contacts. Contacts are people without Novade accounts who can be referenced in forms such as attendance lists or toolbox meetings. Contacts are created under people, and then click plus new, select contact, and only the first name is required to be able to save the contact. Can I take a template from the library and modify all elements of it to suit my particular use case? Yes, templates from the Novade library can be saved to your workspace and you can modify them fully. So let's just do an example. Browse from the library. I'll just select this one and then save it to my workspace. And then go back to the Novade Forms Engines page. I'll look for the form template. You can see that a form template from the library is unpublished. And then from here, you can add new fields or you can even update the workflow or even add some automations. And then once you're done, just save the form template and then click publish. Can we set up multiple layers of project or organizational hierarchy? Novade currently works at the project level and full multi-level structure is not yet supported. If you want to set up project hierarchy, you can use the locations feature, which is available on the premium plan. So just go to the project settings and then locations. From here, you can see that this project has locations set up. And if you want to update the location, you can just export the Excel file and then re-import it again. If I need a quick solution for any issues I'm facing, where can I go to refer for answers? You have few options. First, you can ask Noah, the AI assistant available in the Novade web app. And to access Noah, just click this icon and then you can ask Noah about any questions on how you can use the app. Noah will then provide step-by-step guidance about the features. Other than this, you can also click the help button and then click help desk, which will bring you to the help desk page, and you can search for different articles about different categories. For example, you want to learn about forms, then you can find them here. And finally, you can contact us. So just click the help button and then click contact support, which will bring you to the contact support page. You can just fill in the details and then send us an email.
Yes, thank you so much, Celine, Mayan, and Brian. We really appreciate you walking us through everything today. And thank you all for joining us. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to put it in the question box and then the team can answer. Alternatively, we are starting a poll right now. If you would like our team to reach out to you, please let us know so that our team can contact you and help you further. We also hope that you found the session useful and picked up a few things that you can put into practice. If you have any questions after this, don't hesitate to reach out to us through support. We'll be really happy to help you. Keep an eye out for our next webinar. Details are coming soon. We'd love to see all of you there again. And once again, thank you guys so much for coming today and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye bye.